Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be explaining how to do research on different topics and storing them in two folders. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to first create a folder onto my desktop where I'm going to be able to store the documents. So let's first create our folder. So we can decide to name this folder anything given on what you're making research on. So I'm going to label this folder poverty. So now I'm going to head to my default browser, which is Chrome, Google Chrome, and I generate topics. Maybe I can decide to go to any AI given ChatGPT or Monica, any AI that you would like to use. So basically we're going to go to our web page and type in ChatGPT. So when we type in ChatGPT, so now ChatGPT is going to help us to retrieve different search topics on poverty, since we've chosen poverty as our research topic. So now let's wait for this ChatGPT to load because the internet is sort of slow. But here we type in generate maybe 5 or 10 topics concerning poverty. 10 topics concerning 10 topics concerning poverty. So now as you can see, it's going to generate for us, it's generating for us different topics. We have the root causes of poverty, poverty and health, poverty, causes of poverty, very many such topics. So we have urban poverty, poverty and health, rural poverty, urban poverty. So we're going to choose to either make research on the root causes of poverty, poverty and health, rural poverty, child poverty, gender and poverty, poverty alleviation strategies, income equality, global poverty, any. You can decide to choose any. So me, I'm going to choose global poverty. Global poverty, this is poverty all over the world, and basically telling us discussing poverty on a global scale, including the disparities between developed and developing countries, international aid, trade policies, the efforts to achieve the sustainable development goals. So now we're going to head here and go to Google Scholar. So Google Scholar is basically where you can go and retrieve different articles at a very low scale. So what I'm talking about is you can get articles for free without paying for them. So now when we go to Google Scholar, we're just going to type in our search topic using the Boolean operators. So now Boolean operators, basically that's the and, the or, and the not. So now the and helps us to combine different search key terms in our search topic. So we have maybe global poverty in Uganda, or maybe child poverty in USA. So what I'm going to come here and I'm going to say poverty and gender. Poverty and gender in Uganda. I can also decide to put filters, that is the year of publication, the time limit, in order for the Google Scholar to retrieve for me articles which are recent. So I'm going to come here and I type in the years that I would like the articles to have. Maybe I type in 2020 to maybe 2024. 24. So I'm going to also come here and I edit the and since this time we're using it as a Boolean operator, it has to be in capital letters. So I am going to say poverty and gender, and maybe and Uganda. So basically what it's going to do, it's going to retrieve for me articles having poverty and gender, and it's in Uganda, with the time limit from 2020 to 2024. So let's search and see. So as you can see, it has retrieved for me. The first article is Ugandans upload government efforts to promote gender equality but want more, and these are the authors, the phase, the role. From 22, this one is in 2023. The next is talking about what would happen to poverty in Africa if most aid were delivered as social cash transfers, and this is in 2024. So you can see it's Google Scholar has basically done for us the filters of the documents. So if maybe you fail to do this in your search, you can also come here and you tell it to sort by date from the recent to the least recent. Let's say maybe sort by date, and we see what it's going to bring for us. So now it has reorganized the articles. It has brought for us stewardship practices and quality of antibacterial use in children under 5 and women in labor, with obstetric risk factors in selected health facilities in Uganda, and this is in 2024. And the next one is also in 2024, the next one is in 2020. So it's basically done the work for us. So you may want to have an article which is of recent, but you may need to scroll. Instead of scrolling, you'll just come here and you say sort by date, or you can maybe come here to any time and you say since 2024, since 2023. It will basically do for you the same thing. So now before you download any article, make sure you read through the abstract. So the abstract is like a preview. It's a short text of the document that you can read through in order to see if all the relevant information that you want is really in that article. So now let's click through these stewardship practices and quality of antibacterial use, and we see. So now when we click through this article here, it was written by Makerere University Institutional Repository, antibacterial stewardship, and this is the abstract. It's talking about the introduction. Here you can see it has the authors and the date of publication, which is 2024, and basically that's it. But we want to also get this article. Now getting this article, we can just decide to download it. We just decide to download the article from Google Scholar Direct, and here we're going to come and click here on the PhD. It says it is 6.73 MBs. So now we can request a copy of the document. But even if we don't request the copy of the document, we can decide to go back. We can decide to go back and get the PDF direct. So when we are to get the PDF direct, we just click and install. So as you can see, we're able to go back to our previous page, and now we can retrieve the PDF of the document. So now let me retrieve Poor Anti-Micro Stewardship and retrieve the PDF of this document. So now we can see here it's downloading, and it's now even done. It's just 450 KBs. So now when we want to store this article, as you can see, it's now retrieved. This is page 1, and this is the abstract it's talking about, that I was talking about. So now the abstract has given us a preview of what the whole article is all about. So now we're going to come and install this article. And remember, we created a folder at the start of this video. So now our folder is at the desktop, so we're going to come clear and click on the desktop, and we have a folder named articles. So we click here and we have articles 2. Can also decide to put it in articles 2, and I can also decide to rename the article in order for easy identification. So maybe let me name this antimicrobacteria. So now I can save my article. It's now clearly saved into my folder. Let's go and check this out. So now I can decide to click here in articles 2, where we stored, and now we have antimicrobacteria, and now here is our article. We have our article. We're able to retrieve it. It's 13 pages. It's talking about the methods, the findings on antibiotic overuse, poor antimicro stewardship, and the syndrome, Kampala, Uganda. Now we have been able to retrieve our article and store it safely into our folder. We're going to store this article into the mainly desktop. So if you want to see how to store these different articles and how to upload them onto the mainly, you can decide to watch a part 2 of this video, which I'll upload into my channel. And thank you for listening, and that's it for today.